When Apple first announced the M1 chip about 4 years ago, I think that was the point when everyone started to switch over. It took me a while to adopt the M1. I actually didn't buy my first M1 computer until the M1 Max, and I had a 14-inch MacBook Pro, and I used that computer for 4 years straight. I didn't think it was necessary to upgrade. And now that we're at that like 3 to 4 year period when people start to think about, is this the time I should start upgrading? Maybe I'll get the write-offs for my business. I thought I would explore that today. We're gonna pit an M1 Max against an M4 Pro and see how the computers are kind of lining up and kind of come to a conclusion on whether it makes sense for you to upgrade at this stage or not. So let's dive into some benchmark tests and side-by-side comparisons for workflow. Okay, I think actually experiencing what workflow is like on these two computers is super important. So I'm a Premiere Pro user and a Lightroom Classic user. And so my experience of actually working on these devices, I thought I'd just talk about photo editing specifically. So I edited a photo, it was an X106 photo, 40.2 megapixels. And obviously it was handling just fine when I was doing normal like photo manipulation. So I think the AI feature is the most important part to consider. And when we're looking at a side by side, it's usually that when it's trying to remove things, it has to do a ton of processing to give you tons of options. And overall, it just seemed like the M1 Max was slightly faster, but I would say more or less it was on par. Now, where it gets more interesting and more noticeable is when we go into Premiere Pro and we're actually looking at side-by-sides and playback of like 4K footage with color grading and graphics and everything else on top of it. I did notice that it did stutter more with the M4 over the M1 Max, and that's because the computing power in the M1 Max it does have more computing power for video options. And so if you're someone like me that likes to record high definition, export videos in the highest quality possible, do color manipulation, add graphics, then yeah, I think this is just a consideration at the end of the day. It skipped more with the M4 over the M1 Max. It was noticeably smoother on the M1 Max. Okay, so let's just talk completely export time. So the M1 Max exported a 15-minute videos with tons of graphics, color grading, manipulation for YouTube at 7 minutes and 58 seconds and 54 milliseconds. The M4 exported the video at 10 minutes and 42 seconds. So we're looking at a difference of around 2 minutes and 43 seconds. But the important thing to note here is that the M1 Max still exported the video faster than the M4. So here's some conclusive thoughts in terms of the upgrading side of things when you're looking at these two computers. Let's specifically just focus on the M1, not M1 Max. If you're on an M1 looking to upgrade to an M4, 100% hands down, you should do the upgrade. It is so much faster. But if you're on an M1 Max, like I was and like my editor, Nick, this is where it starts to fall into a bit of a gray area where you have to do a cost analysis and maybe even build out a chart of the pros and cons to see if it even makes sense for you. So battery, obviously a huge part of this. I'm someone who travels all the time, so this plays a significant role, especially when I'm on an airplane and maybe I don't have AC power available to me. So the M1 Max computer, I'm really only getting 4 to 5 hours of actual working time on this computer before I need to plug it into the AC outlet. Whereas on the M4, I'm getting closer to around 6 to 8 hours of working off of that laptop. And that 2-hour difference could mean so much in regards to output for your workflow. Okay, I wanna do a massive shout out to this week's sponsor, Huckberry. Now, if you don't know about Huckberry, they are the one-stop men's shop that has everything from highly curated clothing and gear all the way to unique items like this hand-blown whiskey glass that features topographical maps of the world's most iconic mountaintops. They have classic American peaks like Half Dome and Whitney, and all the way to international peaks like Kilimanjaro, Everest, as well as the Matterhorn. A quick highlight of one of my favorite products, this flannel-lined wax trucker jacket that I'm actually wearing right now. I wanted to get this after I saw that Pedro Pascal wore this exact jacket in The Last of Us. The product is made in the USA with weather-resistant materials, and this is just a type of jacket that literally gets better with age. It's fully lined for warmth, which means that you can rock it with just a tee during the colder months. And it's also packed with a bunch of different pockets to hold your passport, your keys, your wallet, and all your EDC essentials. Thank you so much, Huckberry, for sponsoring this episode. Be sure to click the link in my bio to check out all of Huckberry's top products, including this wall-mounted bar that looks like a gas can. I mean, how cool is that? I think when you start to get into the actual like accessory upgrades of this laptop, that's where you're starting to see the scale kind of go potentially to the purchasing side. So I'll read out the important ones in my mind. So we have Thunderbolt 5 for faster transfer speeds. We have an upgraded Wi-Fi, so that's the 6E. So basically download and upload speeds, which is huge for my workflow. You have a 12 megapixel center stage camera, which is good for presentations. It's not a huge selling feature, but the higher quality is meaningful when you are someone who might be working as a professional creative. And it is twice as bright at 1000 nits. And I think this is super important as somebody myself who works in a lot of different environments. I'm not always home, I'm traveling, I'm in different locations. I don't always have control over my lighting situation. So being able to see more of my screen, being able to color grade in brighter situations, I think is actually a very beneficial part of the process in terms of actual just like quality of work. This might not be as important to you, so you do have to answer this question for yourself, but I think when I'm looking at like the things that make me want to use a laptop, nits and brightness actually plays a pretty big role. At first, I didn't think the Nano Texture versus the standard glass was that meaningful of an upgrade, especially when you're looking at $200. But when I actually had these side by side and I was looking at the viewing angle, I was genuinely surprised at how well the Nano Texture removed glare. So I actually think I've been convinced that the Nano Texture is a meaningful upgrade and does impact workflow. I saw something funny online where it was like, yeah, well now we can't see ourselves in the reflection while we're working and we can't look inward anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, but like this actually potentially helps while you're working outside. And the most important consideration is price. So recently my editor Nick just bought an M1 Max computer off of Facebook Marketplace, still had some warranty on it. He paid about 2,800 Canadian for it. Now, if you're comparing that to the M4 base model, that's $3,000. So a similar price point, but you're actually getting a bit more performance actually out of the M1 Max, but lower battery life, it's been on the market a little bit longer. So you have to really start to do your research here. If you're on the M1, not M1 Max, and you're going to M4, I think you should definitely consider that upgrade. But if you're looking to just go from M1 Max to M4 Pro, there's not even that big of a jump in terms of price difference. And I think you really need to start weighing out the options and the things that this computer is going to do for your business, for your career, and for your workflow, and really weigh those options out to decide if it makes sense to upgrade, especially now that we're at that 3 or 4 year mark where people want to upgrade their computers, because there's always a way to optimize what you currently have, or maybe it's time to take advantage of some write-offs.